For football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 280.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Breida.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
On 2nd and inches, Wentz. This will be caught. It's Mack, the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go. Set. Orbit. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. God. Rush in. Rush in. Just squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. Tighten up. Ready.
To throw on second down. Love. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Hey, pick it up.
Shit. Watch the
On first and 10, Love going deep for Hopkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50... 50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down, Carney. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. 50. Man. I'm coming after you.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to try.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Let's go, Heavy.
Hard.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Let him.
Off the play fake. Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Breida, he'll try the right side. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Go! Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch it.
Ready to go.
They'll run on first down. Carney, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off play action. Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's third down and goal to go.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Bravo. 48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. You.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Lock it. Kill. Delta. 48. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Hey, watch the screen.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
45.
This is Breida. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. To throw is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Back to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the pass. Hayward.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Dog. Championships, baby. Kill. Check the hot read. Check three. Hut.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Good work. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. They go play action here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Hey, exit.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Joker. Kill.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Smoke.
58, right?
Wentz going to go on 4th down. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
San Hut, 60 outlaw. Tack, echo.
You gon' take. You got take.
Squeeze, get in there.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check it.
And go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down now, Carney. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. He'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Time to go, night. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Bears nothing. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check that.
Looking to throw. Love. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Kill. Grace don't travel. Check. SOS. Scene 6. SOS. Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
52. 52's the mic. Hey, let's get this. Back. Hard. Check 99. Go. Check 99. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Go. 180.
53. No gain on this defense. No gain. Out.
On the delay, here's Breida. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
20. Straight 15.
On 2nd and a yard, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 3rd down, Lucas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 49, Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, get inside. Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
45 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Play action. Now Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, 45. I'm coming.
Push.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
45. Come on. Check 13.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Sunday.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On first down, Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Wentz now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Bullet high. Nice 7. Let's go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Ready.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
2nd and 15. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check. Neo. Crunch. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert.
On 4th down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
59. No chance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage. Because once
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Love. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. From the gun, Love.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 2nd down and inches. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On first down, it's Lucas, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Hey, Rip 5-2, on here.
Wentz to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
65, 65, 65. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 50.
Here, here.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Let's 5-7.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's... And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
Hey, empty, empty.
59 Mike, check, 59.
General West.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Great 57. Hey, wahoo!
Check 25.
Rip.
Slam. Check 3. 36.
Corky, 82, Corky.
Wentz to throw for it on 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Recon, 132 fighting. Exit.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Here we go, let's bring it.
2nd and 6. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Easy one. It's easy one. It's coming again.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Alpha.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
I got you, punk.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's get the ball.
On 4th down, Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Keep going.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Philadelphia, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.